Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing very well. If you guys are new here, my name is Jasmine. I'm 25 years old and I live in... What is wrong with my voice? Oh my gosh. As I was trying to say, my name is Jasmine, I'm 25 years old and I live in Melbourne with my husband Reese and my beautiful dog Nugget. As you can probably tell by the title of today's video, I'm wanting to do an updated tattoo tour. I don't know if I've officially done a proper video as a tattoo tour. I know I mentioned some in a vlog a little while back, but I am wanting to do a proper updated tattoo tour because I have got a few more. I say a few, I don't really know how many I had last time I did a little tattoo tour, but I'm going to do an updated one for you today. So what I'm wanting to do today for the updated tattoo tour is show you all the ones that I've got and give you a little background with the meaning behind them, and also talk about any future plans that I have for tattoos coming up. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free to do and it really helps my channel out. Without further ado, let's get right on into the video. Oh, it's really not one of my videos unless I burp. So I thought I'd run through the tattoos I've got currently in the order I got them and kind of give me the background and meaning behind the tattoo itself. So the very first tattoo I got, I think I was probably around, I think I was 19 years old, and it's a tattoo that's on my lower left rib, and it's a tattoo of a dove and my grandpa's initials. So this is a grandpa from my mum's side who sadly passed away probably around 6 or 7 years ago now, but he meant so much to me and my family. He was really there for us when we were growing up, and I have so many happy memories with him, and I wanted to get something when he passed away to remember him by and to have really close to my heart. So I decided to get the dove with his initials. I got it in the position I did because I wanted to get it physically close to my heart, but at the time I had no idea what my parents thought about tattoos and whether they would have actually approved of me getting a tattoo. Now, I got it when I was 19, so I didn't actually need their permission to get one legally. So I also loved that it was in a spot that I could easily hide. I got it during winter, so I had time to heal before going into summer. Now, I got to a point where I knew summer was coming up and my parents were going to eventually see this tattoo because coming into summer, we went to the beach. They would have seen it. They would have seen me post photos of the beach and probably would have seen it if I didn't tell them. So I still remember to this day the moment I told and showed my mum, me being absolutely petrified that she would be so mad at me for getting the tattoo. But as soon as I showed it to her, she just burst into tears. She absolutely loved it. One, it being, you know, dedicated to her father and my grandpa. But it turns out my parents actually love tattoos. They were just, at that time, they were just too scared to get any. They didn't have any at that time. I was the first person in my immediate family to get a tattoo. Now, on the other hand, I think everyone in my immediate family has a tattoo except my mum. So here we are. After this tattoo, I went a while without getting another one, mainly because I didn't want to get any that didn't have any meaning. Now, you probably look at me now and say, you've got quite a few tattoos now, they can't all have meaning. And you are correct. They don't all have a special meaning, but they all have some sort of memory that I can link them to remember them by. Now, the next tattoo I got was the one on my lower right arm? What am I saying? On my upper right arm that goes around the whole of my arm, dedicated to my family dog, Bindi, who passed away 4 or 5 years ago maybe now. I really wanted to get this tattoo because growing up, we've always had dogs. They've always been a part of my life. To me, the dogs are part of the family. And when we lost Bindi, she was only very young. She was only 6 years old and we had no idea why she passed away. We just found her at home lying on the grass and had passed. We still to this day will not know why she passed. So I just decided to get a tattoo on my arm with her name on it, and then at the very back of my arm, that same tattoo is a paw print. Now, it is quite a big paw print, but it's like that for a reason. That paw print is actually the exact size of Bindi's paw print. So when she passed away, Mum and Dad paid a bit extra to get her paw print done. And so I've actually got her paw print also in, I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of in like a soft clay indent, and also as a ink print as well. So what I did is I brought that along to the tattoo artist and I got her to copy it exactly for how it was, the whole size, everything. So it's actually really special having that on because yes, I've got her name and an outline of a dog head that doesn't exactly look like hers, but it's very similar. But to have her actual paw print on me just means so much more and is so much more special for me. Now, after this, it kind of, I kind of get it a little bit blurry for which one I got after this, because I kind of went through a phase of also getting a whole lot of tattoos because I got addicted to getting them. I actually find it quite relaxing to get a tattoo. I don't know if that's normal or weird, but I find the sensation of lying down and having the actual tattoo done itself very, very relaxing. So I think the next one I got was the butterfly that is on my lower right arm, just below my elbow. Now, this tattoo doesn't actually have any meaning to me. I just thought that it looked really pretty, and I thought the position of where it was, how it fell just under my elbow, just looked really pretty. There really isn't much more to it, unfortunately. I know when I first started getting tattoos, I said to myself, I only want to get tattoos that actually had meaning to me, but here we are. I purely just got it because I really wanted a butterfly tattoo. Couldn't really pinpoint a good meaning to have one, so I decided just to get one, and I absolutely love it. Love the positioning, love the look of it, absolutely love it. I don't know how many times I can say love it in this video. I believe the next tattoo I got was the one that's on my forearm with the flowers and the leaves. This I actually got quite spontaneously. Once again, there's no actual meaning behind the actual tattoo. It's just the memory that I've been able to link to this tattoo. So this tattoo I actually got at the same time that one of my best friends, Hayley, got her first tattoo. So we had gone to the tattoo artist I got all my other tattoos from. We made a day of it, went out. We ended up having lunch afterwards, having fish and chips in a park, which is absolutely lovely. At the start, when Hayley was wanting to get her tattoo, I was just going to go for support. But then I don't know how it came up, whether she brought it up or I brought it up, but we kind of just came to the idea that, hey, maybe I should just get another tattoo, because why not? That space on my arm was looking pretty empty. I was going through a phase of wanting to build up a lot of tattoos on just my right arm. I've kind of gone through a phase now of slowing down and going through a little tattoo detox, because I never planned to get this many, but if you guys have a tattoo or you have multiple, you will know that it can get quite addictive, and once you get one, you kind of want to get more. So I thought just having some sort of flower piece with some leaves looked quite pretty. Thought it would look really good in that position on my arm. But yeah, there's no actual meaning behind the flower tattoo, just like the butterfly. But just being able to look at the tattoo on my arm and being able to link that memory back to such a special memory and important day for Hayley, and the meaning behind her tattoo really makes it so much more special to me, being able to have this and being able to link it back to spending time with Hayley and being there for when she got her tattoo done as well. Now, I believe the next tattoo I got, once again, the order of when I got these is so blurred, but I'm pretty sure the next tattoo I got was the bird with its wings spread out on my upper right arm. This tattoo was actually inspired by a tattoo that I saw that Danny Mansouri has. So she's also an Australian. Don't know if she still does YouTube. I don't think she does. She used to do YouTube back in the day, and I follow her on Instagram. I've got some of her merchandise. Some of my jumpers I wear, it's actually from her, and she's got a lot of tattoos that are absolutely beautiful. And when I saw this tattoo on her, it's not exactly how hers is, it's similar. It's in the same spot that she's got hers, because I just love where it is. It just, when you look at it, it just fits perfectly there. So I wanted to get something quite similar, and the thought of the bird having its wings out, and you know, when I move my arm out, that's when you see it. So it's kind of, I don't know if it sounds really cliche and weird or cringy, but when I move my arms out, the bird has its wings out, therefore my wings are out. And I don't know, it's kind of quite free and I don't know, kind of beautiful in a sense. I'm not spiritual or anything like that, but just, I don't know, the thought of that, my arms are out, the bird's wings are out, so we're both up and flying together. And I don't know, I don't really know how to explain this one. I don't want to explain it to the point where it just sounds lame. It's not even like I got it in a time in my life where I was struggling, because I got this when I was with Reese, and so obviously my life was the best it has ever been. But just having that reminder, I guess, on me that, you know, to keep myself up, keep myself going no matter what's going on. I don't even know if that makes sense, but there it is. I also find it kind of weird explaining tattoos and tattoo meanings to people in case it doesn't make sense to them. I know it doesn't matter, but just sitting down now and thinking about the meanings with my tattoos for me, like, it makes complete sense to me why I've got them. But I feel like for people who either don't have tattoos or don't really understand how I'm explaining it, it might just seem a bit silly. But anyway, let's crack on. We don't have too many more to do. Now, the next bunch of tattoos I got, I believe I got 5 at once. So they were from a fine line artist that were different to all the other tattoos that I've got. I actually got these quite spontaneously, purely because my sister messaged me saying, hey, I want to get some tattoos. These look really cute. Do you want to get some matching ones with me? And being the spontaneous person I am, sure, why the hell not? So my sister and I did get some matching tattoos. So I'll start with the ones that were matching. So the first one we got matching was a little, I don't know exactly what you call it, but a little angel cherub baby with its wings and its little bum showing. I thought it was really cute. There was quite a few that Courtney was tossing up between, but it didn't take me long to say that I wanted the one with the little bum because it just looks so bloody cute. The next one I have is down on my ankle. This is of a bow and arrow. I wanted to get it down at my ankle, kind of just to spread my tattoos out because I really only had them on the upper part of my body and I wanted to start spreading them out. The next few I got weren't actually matching ones with Courtney, but I got them on that same day. So the next one I got was the two fish that are swimming in a circle together with C and J. So obviously the J represents me and the C represents my sister Courtney. Growing up, we weren't always close, which is kind of sad to think about because now, I don't know if it's since I moved out. I think since I moved out, our relationship has definitely become stronger. I just love her so much. She means so much to me. I couldn't even picture my life without her. She's just incredible. So I wanted to get something that represented both me and her, and the fact that the fish are swimming in a circle together kind of links back to me and her in the sense that, you know, we're always going to be there for each other. No matter what happens, we're always going to be there to support each other, and that the whole sisterhood bond, like, it's just priceless. So I wanted to get one that specifically was about me and Courtney. The next couple I got on that same day was the little bee on my left arm near my wrist. This, once again, has absolutely no meaning. I just thought it looked really cute and I thought it would look really nice there. Reese isn't a huge fan of it because he doesn't actually like bees, but I made the conscious effort to make sure that this bee didn't have a stinger, so it's a friendly bee. It's a cute little friendly bumblebee. The next one I got was just above that bee tattoo saying family first. I think this one is pretty self-explanatory. Growing up and maturing to the point where I am now, I'm 25, turning 26 this year. You know, I'm married now, I've got a house, I've got a dog. I've never felt this grown up ever. When I was in high school, everything was about my friends. Everything was about what was going on at school. All the drama, you know, with boys and homework and tests. Whereas now, all that stuff doesn't matter. Right now, the most important things for me is, number one, my family, the health of my family, the happiness of my family, the bond that I have with my family. And then after that comes, you know, friends. I wanted to get a tattoo that represented the fact that family should always come first, no matter what. Yes, you'll always have other stuff going on in your life that will seem very important, but your friends and your family, especially growing up now, there's nothing else that's more important to me than my family and my friends. So yeah, not much more else to that tattoo because it says exactly what it's about. The next tattoo I got, I'm pretty sure I got it only a couple weeks after my other ones, but it was when the new Taylor Swift song came out. So when the song Anti-Hero came out, I was absolutely obsessed. Still obsessed to this day, obviously, because I spent $900 on a ticket to go see her in February when she comes to Australia. The line, "It's me, hi," I don't know what it is about it. I just absolutely love it. It just hits something right inside me that I just connect and relate so much to. I don't know if it's something that I'll ever fully be able to explain, but that lyric, I wanted to get tattooed on me. One, because I'm such a Swiftie. I have been a Swiftie ever since I can remember. If you ask any of my friends or family, they will tell you there has never been a time that I do not love Taylor Swift. So I'm not going to regret getting this. So if anyone thinking, oh, what if one day you end up growing up and you won't like Taylor Swift, ain't gonna happen. I'm forever going to be a Swiftie. But this lyric, "It's me, hi," I guess growing up not really knowing who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to look, but then growing up and realizing you are who you are, people will either love it or hate it, and there's nothing you can do about it, and just accepting that, you know, it's me, hi, accept me if you love me, if not, that sucks to be you, you're lost. So yeah, once again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain this very well without it sounding really lame, but kind of just linking it back to, you know, my own self-confidence, and that I've never felt more confident within myself than I do now. Oh, such a bad time to do a burp because it's such a deep conversation. But kind of just the fact that at my point in my life, and I guess I've kind of always been like this in some aspect, that I don't really care what people think about me. Obviously when I was younger, people's opinions on me had more of an impact, but now I really don't care. The only thing that I get nervous about with other people judging me is when I try and vlog in public. That is the only time when I'll care what people think about me, because I just get anxious and I just hate it. But even the fact that I'm even doing these videos, you would never see me do these videos, say 5 years ago. I've always wanted to do these videos. Even when I was in high school, I always wanted to do these videos. But once again, it was all about, I was too worried about how people would think about me. So even the fact that I've gained the confidence in myself to just do it now and not care what people think, the whole "it's me, hi" quote has so many meanings. It's just a whole self-confidence thing and growth that I just really connected with when I heard those lyrics. I wanted to get it tattooed on me. And I love Taylor Swift. Now the final tattoo that I have is the one that I got very recently, about a week ago now. I got a tattoo of a lollipop with the letter P next to it. So this tattoo is also a very special one that's very close to my heart. I was initially tossing up between getting it in the spot I did and up near my collarbone, because I did want it physically close to my heart again, but I felt that it just looked better where I got it now, and the fact that whatever I'm doing, I'll be able to look at it all the time. It'll always be there for me to look at. So this tattoo is dedicated to my Pop. So this is my dad's father. There's always been a special connection I've had with Pop because we actually had the same birthday. So, you know, growing up, every year on my birthday, we'll just have a tradition where we'll call each other and just talk. Since he's passed, I do seriously have regrets with not spending more time with him, not calling him more. He always said, you know, I'm always free, you can always call, and life just got so busy that whenever I'd be like, oh, I should call Pop, I'd always put it off, and I really regret doing that because just had to get myself together. Talking about this tattoo is a bit harder than the first one I got dedicated to Grandpa, because obviously he passed away quite a few years ago. I've had time to grieve and recover and just think of all the happy memories. But Pop is more recent, so he only passed away a few months ago. I had more regrets when it comes to Pop because it was harder being able to visit because he lived 3-4 hours away. So it was always harder to just go, you know, pop in. And I really regret not doing that. Even though I knew he was ill, I never really thought that he would pass away. You know, even though he wasn't always physically being able to be with us because of the distance, he was always someone that was always there for us. And he always made it known to us that he loved us and cared for us and was always thinking about us. And even to this day, I still feel guilty that he might not have felt that I reciprocated that back to him. So I know obviously that he knows that I love him, always will, and getting this tattoo is in no way trying to make up for my own guilt of not reaching out to him more and spending more time with him. It's purely the fact that it doesn't matter about the distance, doesn't matter about the fact that I didn't call him as much as I wish I did. He's an important person. I want him with me at all times in any way that I can. So getting a tattoo that I can look at all the time, other people might not be able to understand it and they don't have to, but it's my way of being close with him always. Obviously, I know he'll always be in my heart, always be with me, but I wanted something that I could visually look at and think of him and be happy. Now, the meaning behind getting the lollipop, it might seem like a random image to get tattooed onto me. Being a lollipop, it's actually quite simple because his number saved into my phone, because his name was Pop. The first thing I always thought about was a lollipop. So the name on my phone was his name, Pop, and then the lollipop emoji next to it. So that's the whole meaning behind the actual lollipop image. I think I've rambled so much in this video and I don't even know if it made any sense, because as someone who's got tattoos, and if you have tattoos and you can relate to this, please let me know so I don't feel like the only person who feels like this. But trying to explain a tattoo meaning to someone else when it makes complete sense in your head and it means so much to you in your head, and trying to relay that out into words that make sense and don't sound weird is really hard. And I thought making this video has been harder than I thought it would be. So they are all the tattoos that I have currently. I don't really have too many future plans for tattoos. A tattoo that I know I still want to get, I don't know exactly what I want it to look like yet, but I've always wanted to get, ever since I started getting tattoos, I've wanted to get a big piece that goes kind of just up on my hip, that goes down to halfway through my thigh. Around there, I have been thinking about getting a lion with some beautiful flowers and greenery around it. But then I've also seen a lot of people with tattoos in that spot that are very similar to that. So I don't know if it's too common or cliche or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I just want to get some sort of big tattoo there because I think it'll look really nice. And I feel like it'll balance out all my other tattoos in a way. Maybe. But yeah, I don't really have any other future plans for getting tattoos at this point. I did go through a phase of wanting to get a tattoo dedicated to Nugget. If you guys don't know, whether this sounds weird or not, Nugget was actually named after a chicken nugget from McDonald's. Because when she curls up, she is the shape of a little nugget. Her colour of her fur is like a colour of a nugget. There's really no much more meaning to it. And just saying her name is funny, Nugget. It was a perfect name. But initially I was wanting to get a tattoo of an actual chicken nugget on one of my ankles, and on the other ankle I wanted to get the dipping sauce. Reese wasn't a fan of that, and I think looking back, I think I'm glad I didn't get it. I still want to get something dedicated to Nugget, and it might end up just being a chicken nugget, but then when I've looked at images online of tattoos of chicken nuggets, they kind of just look like rocks. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to go about that. So if you guys have any ideas on how I could get a tattoo dedicated to Nugget, please let me know, because I'm very much open to your suggestions of what you think would look nice, because I need some ideas. Okay, so that was all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what kind of tattoos you got, even if you want to send me some photos on Instagram and just explain the meaning behind them to me, because I'm one of those people who love hearing about other people's tattoos and why they got them and the meaning behind them. If you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe. It's completely free to do. Just click the button down below. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out. If you don't follow me over on Instagram and you want to see more of my day-to-day life, I post more of my stories over there, so feel free to go follow me if you like. Let me know as well what other videos you'd like to see from me. I do enjoy doing the vlogs, so they aren't going to be stopping anytime soon. But any ideas that you have for me to do as sit-down videos, drop them down below, let me know. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next time. Bye!